Hello students, welcome to our channel CS Chemistry. In this video, we are going to discuss about the topic formal charge. It is the charge assigned to an atom in a molecule or ion is called formal charge. A simple trick to find formal charge is formal charge Fc is equal to valency electrons minus lone pair electrons on the atom minus bond pair electrons by 2. Here Fc means formal charge, V means valency electrons of the atom, L means lone pair electrons on the atom, B means bonded electrons around the atom. Let's see a simple example. For example, this is an atom A having 2 bonds and 4 lone pairs. These dots are called lone pair electrons. Each bond contains 2 electrons, so the bond electrons are 4 here. And the valency electron means the group number of the atom. Group number of the atom. Let's see some examples on formal charges. First thing, there is one condition when we are doing formal charge problems. The sum of the formal charges of all atoms must be equal to the molecular charge. If it is, find out the formal charges of all the atoms in the given molecules and ions. First, we have to do for oxygen. First, you have to find the total number of electrons. Q is equal to 6 valence electrons in oxygen atom. Here are 2 oxygen atoms, so 2 into 6, there you get 12 electrons. Here bond pair electrons are 2 electrons, lone pair electrons 12 minus 2 is equal to 10 electrons. Then the structure will be O, one oxygen atom. Okay, here we have to fill 10 lone pair electrons. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Let's find out the formal charges of these 2 oxygen atoms. We have to mark it as 1, mark it as 2. Formal charge of first oxygen atom is equal to first valence electrons of oxygen 6 minus lone pairs on the atom 4 minus number of bonded electrons on the atom 4 by 2. 2 ones are 2 twos are. There you get 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. Formal charge of first oxygen is 0. Formal charge of second oxygen atom, here also 6 valence electrons minus 4 lone pair electrons minus 4 bond pair electrons. There you get same as above the value 0. So the formal charge of this oxygen atom is 0. The whole charge of oxygen molecule is 0. Here for NF3, Q is equal to 5 plus fluorine. How many electrons in the valence shell? 7. 7 into 3, 21. There you get 26 electrons. We have to find bond pair electrons is equal to 3 twos are 6 electrons and lone pair electrons are 20 electrons. Then you get, we have to draw the structure of NF3. That is, N is the central atom and 3 fluorines around the nitrogen. We have to fill 20 lone pair electrons. The maximum covalency of nitrogen is 3 to 5. That is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 and 2 electrons on the nitrogen atom. Let's find out the formal charges. Mark it as 1, mark it as 2, mark it as 3, mark it as 4. First, Fc, formal charge of first fluorine atom. That is, valence electrons of fluorine 7 minus lone pair electrons 6 minus bond pair electrons 2 by 2. There you get 7 minus 7 is equal to 0. Formal charge of fluorine will be 0. All fluorine atoms also can get 0 formal charge because all are having the same type of bonding. Let's find out for nitrogen atom, formal charge of nitrogen atom. Valence electrons of nitrogen 5 plus 5 minus. Number of lone pair electrons 2 minus bond pair electrons 6 by 2. That is 3 minus 3. There you get 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. So the formal charges of all atoms are 0. So the charge on this molecule is also 0. Let's do some more examples. Let's find out the formal charges for the atoms of polyvalent ions. First one, for NO3 minus 1. We have to find first the total number of electrons in the ion. That is, nitrogen have 5 valence electrons, oxygen having 3 into 6 valence electrons, and the negative charge to be added. That is 5 plus 6 3s are 18 plus 1. That is, you get 24 electrons. Here bond pair electrons will be 3 2s are 6 electrons and lone pair electrons are to be calculated. That is 18 lone pair electrons. Let's draw the Lewis dot structure for NO3 minus ion. That is N O O O. Here we have to fill 18 lone pair electrons in this molecule. There is maximum covalency of nitrogen is 5. That's why 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 and 18. Here we have to calculate formal charges for N and 3 O's. First, formal charge of first oxygen atom. We have to mark them with some numbers. Formal charge of first oxygen atom. Here Fc is equal to valence electrons of oxygen 6 minus lone pair electrons 4 minus bond pair electrons 4 by 2. 2 1s are 2 2s are. There you get 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. Formal charge of first oxygen is 0. Formal charge of second oxygen also 0 because of similar bonding. Let's find out the formal charge of second oxygen atom. That is, the number of valence electrons in oxygen atom 6 minus number of lone pair electrons 6 minus number of bonding electrons 2 by 2. That is minus 1. There you get 6 minus 7 is equal to minus 1 is the charge on third oxygen atom. Third oxygen atom. Sorry. Let's find out the formal charge for nitrogen. Formal charge of nitrogen atom. Nitrogen having 5 valence electrons minus lone pair electrons 0 minus, and the bonding electrons 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 by 2. There you get 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. Formal charge of nitrogen is 0. So the formal charge of third oxygen atom minus 1 is the only charge present in